All right, you guys. This your boy back at y'all with another one. First and foremost, I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. Shouts out to the LDBC Lions Den basketball community. Give the video a like, hit the subscribe, ring the bell whenever I go live. That way you get those notifications. Also subscribe to the Patreon. Let's talk about this. So, let's play some basketball. Yes, right. This is the Christmas edition of the NBA. 5 games on tap. First game starts at high noon. Right? First game starts about high noon. And that first game will involve the New Orleans Pelicans taking their talents to South Beach to play the Miami Heat. So let's talk about this game, right? Let me get myself stripped. Let me get myself set up first. Like I said, wish everyone a Merry Christmas. Hope everyone having a good day up to this point. So here we go. We got Miami at home. This is their home opener because they was on the road against Orlando back on Wednesday night. And they're taking on Pelicans team. Coming off a win against the Toronto Raptors. Now the Toronto Raptors playing they're playing their home games at Tampa Bay because the country not allowing any foreigners in the country right now due to the ongoing, right? So the Heat looking for their first win at home against the Orlando, not the Orlando Magic. They come off a loss against the Orlando Magic. They're at home against the Pelicans, who came off a win against the Toronto Raptors. With the Toronto Raptors playing their home games at Tampa Bay, New Orleans didn't have to go very far, as they're going to be in Miami playing the Heat. Now, travel is not going to be an issue, considering that they played their game in Tampa Bay, assuming that they did not go back to New Orleans. This team is going to be well rested, right? Now, there's a large. So we're going to talk about this from a real life basketball perspective, and we're going to talk about this from a fantasy because, there's a FanDuel has a tournament out right now regarding the NBA, right? What's up, Jeffrey Weaver? Salute to you. Merry Christmas to you as well. All right, so this is the FanDuel tournament, right? I was talking about, right? $1 million, $200,000 in first place, all that, right? So, first game on tap, right? So Jimmy Butler is questionable right now with an ankle, but I don't see no reason why he doesn't play in this game. This game has a I think Miami is favored to win this game. Yeah, they're a 3.5-point favorite, and they have an over-under of 223.5, right? So this is one of the lowest totals on the slate, if not the lowest total on the slate. So what's up, Gideon? Hey, Gideon, I'm gonna put a link in the chat. You come in if you want. If you want to come in, Jeffrey Weaver, you come in too. There you go. Okay, so here we go. So Jimmy Butler, almost had 50 fantasy points first game, still $8,200 at the shooting guard position. We got Bam He started off slow. I think a lot of that had to do with the foul trouble, but nevertheless, he finished off strong in the second half. Zion played 30 minutes last game. Zion played 30 minutes last game, so he's viable. They're going to take the training wheels off of him. Brandon Ingram had a monster game against Toronto on Wednesday night. I mean, he had a monster game. So you figure FanDuel got his price up, but they didn't. He's going to look forward to take. He's going to look to take the next step this year. He's coming off a All-Star appearance. I think he won Most Improved Player as well. Did he? Did he win Most Improved Player? I think he won Most Improved Player.
Yeah, he did. And one, Merry Christmas, LB, and two, Brandon Ingram did win Most Improved Player. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. And Merry Christmas to you too, Gideon. All right, so Lonzo, at this point, Lonzo's gonna be Lonzo. He had foul trouble in the first half. In that last game, he came back and put on a strong outing. For the Miami side, I forgot about Eric Bledsoe. Eric Bledsoe had a pretty good game. He started off slow, but still finished with 31 fantasy points. Steven Adams had a monster. I mean, he had a monster game. So New Orleans playing now. With that being said, Toronto Raptors, they did lose Marc Gasol. They did lose Serge Ibaka. So with that being said, Toronto Raptors, a team we want to target big men against this season. Anywho, for the Miami side, we already this team has with the addition of Avery Bradley. Outside of that, not really a whole lot of changes to this team.
They also got Mo Harkless. Don't forget, they got Mo Harkless and Avery Bradley. Two good pieces though, because they can hit the 3-point shot and they can pressure players from half court to full court on defense. So we'll see how they look today and for the rest of the season.
Okay, I agree. So, but outside of those two pieces, I mean, it remains unchanged. The main cast of characters that's going to make the impact on this team, like your Butlers, your Bams, Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson. Duncan Robinson, look at his production. Tyler Hero didn't really have that good of a game last game. Duncan Robinson really didn't have that good of a game last game either. So looking at this game, from pace wise, this would be a pace down spot for the Pelicans, but want to run at a fast pace. Now, Miami like to slow things down, so I don't see Brandon Ingram putting up 60 fantasy points this time. Now, I can see him putting up 40, but 60 fantasy points, no, I don't see him doing that again. So with a low total like this, right, we want to target big men, right? So a guy like Bam, Steven Adams, slower pace games benefit big men, right? So like I say, Bam, let's say Steven Adams, he's at a good, what's his price? Steven Adams, he's 5,500. That's a really good price for Steven Adams. I'll play that. Now, French players like Kendrick Nunn, I'm not touching Kendrick Nunn. Barring an injury to any one of these other guys, I'm not fucking with him. Josh Hart, he plays some minutes off the bench. He's one of their main pieces off the bench, but I'm not going to go there today. Kelly Olynyk, Mo Harkless, he might play some minutes, but I'm not. These low French players right here, I'm not going nowhere near that. All right. That being said, who wins this game? Now, me personally, I see Miami winning this game, but who do you got getting on?
I got Miami. I just think Miami's just more well-rounded, more of a deeper team, a better, stronger defensive team. Miami, they're just better at close than New Orleans. I got Miami winning this game, man. Personally, for me, here's what I thought going into this game. I understand why the Pelicans were on Christmas because of Zion, because he didn't play last year against the Nuggets. Personally, for me, I would have put the Sixers on Christmas to give him like a good matchup because, two heavyweights in the East. That's just me. But anywho, I got the Heat over the Pelicans because I just think Miami just has better coaching, has a better system, has better, well-rounded players, has better, high IQ players. I think this is a game that Bam steps up. I think Goran Dragic is going to eat going to the basket. I think Jimmy Butler will play today. I think he's going to play. I think by fourth quarter he's going to be big down the stretch. And who knows? This could be a game that either Iguodala or even Kelly Olynyk steps up. So I got Miami winning this game on Xmas. And I want to throw this out there. The last time the Heat were on Christmas Day, they played the Pelicans. Weird, huh? In Miami. And they won.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that was a couple of years ago. I remember that.
Back in 26.
Yeah, back in 2016. Yeah, I think Ryan Anderson played for that team too.
Yeah, Ryan Anderson, Anthony Davis, Drew Holiday. Yeah.
All right, so Luda Ryder, you were next in here. So what you think about this game?
I think if Miami do throw that zone against New Orleans, I don't think New Orleans is gonna be able to comprehend that, because when Miami go in that zone, their defense is break lockdown, let you knocking down 3 pointers in that zone. You don't got no chance against Miami. I got them winning this game probably about 10 to 15 points easily. I think Zion's going to have a big game, but Alonzo Ball had 16 points in his first game. I don't see him having the same type of offensive outdo he did in the last game. So I got Miami winning this one.
All right, Polo, what you got on this game? What's up, Mr. Big? What's up, Mr. Big Titty? I mean, Mr. Big Chest. Hey, salute to you, man. Merry Christmas. Hey, go ahead. What you say, Polo?
Hey, what's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Hey, salute to y'all. Hey, look, man. I'm gonna just say it like this. Christmas Day games, I really don't. I mess with them, but at the same token, I don't. But it's also a good chance to see, like, if this was the normal season, we could actually see, what's to come in February and everything. Look, I know that on the first game, when it comes to the Pelicans and the Heat, the Pelicans, they got something to prove. Okay, especially Zion. He looks really good with the he moves a lot better. The Warriors and the Bucks, they're gonna get demolished by the Bucks. That's just my opinion.
That game would not be fun.
I'm saying. What'd you say?
I said that game would not be fun. Golden State does not have the depth or the length to hang with Milwaukee.
Right. Exactly. They don't. But I will say this though, L and panel. Wiseman, I like the way, even though Curry, his coaching is getting
You faded. Polo, you faded.
True. I think Steve Curry is starting to show how good of a coach he really now is.
Yeah, we'll get to that game. We'll get to that game. We'll stay on this one for real quick. But don't you worry. We're gonna get to that. What's up, Dan Hall? Salute to you, man. Polo, you still there?
Yeah.
Now, who you think wins this game? Miami or New Orleans?
Yeah, Miami.
Think Miami wins this game? Okay,
I
cool.
think I want the Pelicans to win, but I think Miami will get them though.
All right. Let's move on to the next game. Next game, Golden State Warriors at the Milwaukee Bucks. The Milwaukee Bucks has a 10-point spread. This game's at 230. Now this has a 231 over under with the Milwaukee Bucks favored by 10. All right. Now, we all saw what happened on national TV on opening night. Golden State got the hinges blown off of them. And when we played like FanDuel today, right? So one thing we want to take advantage is the recency bias, right? So for those of you who don't know what recency bias is, Last thing happened is the first thing remembered. Hey, somebody got background noise. Last thing happened is first things remembered. All right, so we remember Golden State getting their head blown off in the game against Brooklyn. Now they travel to Milwaukee where they play the Bucks. The Bucks are coming off a loss against the Boston Celtics from a last-second buzzer beater from Jason Tatum. So now a couple injuries in this. DJ Augustine's questionable. He didn't play the last game, but you would think he was going to come. He's going to come back for this game right here. He should be active. Now he had a calf injury. You know that same calf injury. He had a right. Kevin Love had a right calf injury. But anyway, kept him out the first game, so he should be active for this game. Last time I checked, he was probable. And as far as like injury, any other injuries we need to be on worry about, I think that's the only. Draymond Green's gonna be out with a foot injury, and outside of that, everybody else is good to go. So we know that the offense goes where Stephen Curry goes. Now he came off a game where he shot 7 of 21 from the field, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so he shot 7 of 21 from the field. And then pretty much, you know, the Golden State, Andrew Wiggins underperformed in this game, right? So
like always,
Andrew Wiggins severely underperforming in this game, in that game, and it's resulted in a destruction of the Golden State Warriors. Eric Pascal stunk up the joint last game as well. Now, this is going to lead to some low ownership for the Golden State Warriors. If you're playing a large field tournament, if you're trying to win $200,000, this is where you can use recency bias against people, because what if the Golden State Warriors keeps this game close? Now, I know a lot of people expecting this game not going to be close, but what if? Just what if this game stays close, right? Well, who's going to be the benefit? Who's going to be the person that's responsible for that? Stephen Curry, right? Stephen Curry would be, or Andrew Wiggins. Now, Andrew Wiggins is the key for this game staying close. If he does not step his game up, the Golden State Warriors are going to get their head blown off again. But if Andrew Wiggins bounces back and plays the game like he's supposed to play, says he go out there and drop 40, he's going to be very low owned in this tournament. Now, I think the Bucks win this game, but I do think the Golden State Warriors will actually show some fight and keep this game close. Now, Gideon, what you got on this?
I like your LB, but I think Milwaukee's gonna beat the living shit out of Golden State today. I mean, think about this. Milwaukee came back from nearly down 17 the fourth quarter against Boston, but Giannis missed that big free throw that would have sent the game to overtime. I think Milwaukee's gonna come out with vengeance. I think they're gonna move the rock. I think they're gonna kick Golden State in the post in the paint with Brook Lopez. You know what I mean? I think Giannis is gonna eat inside. I think Drew Holiday is going to cause Steph Curry to have some problems. I just think the Bucks are just a deeper team than the Warriors. I got Milwaukee winning by 20 to 25. And I want to throw this out there, right? The Warriors technically are trying to pull a second straight upset on Christmas Day. Because remember, last year they pulled an upset on the Rockets. So the Warriors are trying to pull an upset on the Bucks, but I don't see it. And this will be Giannis' first Christmas game in his lifetime. At home.
Okay, about to say, because they played last year in Philadelphia.
Yeah, he played last year.
No. Philadelphia. I said that at home. No, listen. I said Giannis for home. That's what I said.
Yeah, you slipped that in there after you was caught. You slipped that in there. But okay, Gideon, I see you.
Yeah, I made a mistake. So I got the Bucks blowing out the Warriors. I just don't think the Warriors have the depth. I just don't think they have the personnel to beat the Bucks. I just don't see it. And and another thing too, Steph Curry's not good on Christmas Day all time in his life. He's not good on Christmas Day. Just want to throw it out there. So I gotta go with the Bucks. Their length, their size, they'll protect the rim. I just think Milwaukee's just more well rounded than Golden State. So I got Milwaukee getting a emphatic Xmas win.
All right, Luda Ryder, what you got in this game?
I think the Warriors don't got nobody on that team who can stop Giannis.
Obviously, he's an obvious play. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
But Giannis cannot go in there act like a bulldog and end up picking up charges because he had that problem in the last game against Boston, and his basketball IQ got to be better. Like, don't try to be a jump shooter in this game. Just don't focus on what you do best instead of trying to prove to people that you're a jump shooter. And I feel Steph Curry gonna get off today. But the Warriors don't got enough offense to hang with Milwaukee right now. And Green's still not playing. Klay Thompson's out for the season. And Steve Kerr's really starting to get exposed on how good because he really not is. So I got Milwaukee win this game at least by 10 to 15 points.
All right, Polo, what you got?
What's up? Well, as I stated before, this is going to be easy work for Milwaukee. Giannis, I gotta disagree with what Lou said just now. Not just to Giannis, he's hitting the jumper when it matters. Okay, yeah, he's still kind of rather inconsistent, but what he showed me last game that when he hit that three, that he's really been working on that. So I think that's something to really, pay attention to. Yes, do what you do. I know what you're saying, Lou, but you can't knock the guy for, trying to step out and try to make strides for a game, because that's what everybody's been talking about. And then the Warriors think that them going through this, my last point, them going through this is a battle test for them. It's really going to be a battle test. And Steph Curry, he hasn't proven that he can put the team on his back by himself without a complimentary player. So he really, is going to be battle tested and everything. But yeah, I got the Bucks easy work.
All right, Sterling Young, what you got?
Definitely, I feel like it should be an easy game for Giannis because I think he need to get himself back together ever since that loss against Celtics. No, I think this will be very good for Giannis. For Curry, I think Curry gonna get his numbers, but it's the team. Like, look at teams around him. You got Andrew Wiggins, who's haven't played good since his rookie year, and definitely all the teams, because you lost Clay. Draymond's not playing, so it's not gonna be good for Curry because he cannot take the Warriors to the playoff. So I feel like the Bucks should be win this, not even close.
Yeah. Hey, what's up? Would you like to know? True to King TV. Hey, make sure put a link in make sure y'all donate to my channel, man. You know what I'm saying? Someone give me a Christmas present today. Hey, there's the link. There's the Cash App and the PayPal. You know what I'm saying? Show your boy some love. Show me love. All right, next game.
Hey, did you get that meat out, or you put the meat in yet, L? I meant to ask you that.
Oh no, I ain't put the meat in yet. You know what I'm saying? That video will probably come later on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, now I want to say this. I was talking from a contrarian standpoint. I still think Milwaukee wins this game, but I would like to hold out some kind of a glimmer, not a whole lot, but a glimmer of hope that the Golden State Warriors will show some fight. You know what I'm saying? But for all intents and purposes, the fucking Golden State Warriors going to get their head blown off, though, man. I see the Golden State Warriors losing by at least 25 points in this game. Really, if you really want my honest opinion. Because I was talking from a contrarian fantasy standpoint, but really, honestly, they're going to get their head blown off a game, man. They're going to lose by at least 25 points. Let's just be honest about that shit.
Maybe even 30.
Probably.
Yeah, it's just the team chemistry because he's playing with new guys out on the team, and it's very hard for him to get feeling that system with that new team. So it's gonna be hard for him because he had to learn now because he's the only veteran. Him and
Now, let's talk some narrative. If somebody trying to win $200,000 for Christmas, right?
Wow.
For fantasy basketball, right? And I've won one of these tournaments before too, man. You know what I'm saying? It's good. It's good. All right. So if we think that the not Miami Heat, that the Bucks, just take out a 12 gauge and, put it to that dome piece of Golden State Warriors, right? Do we think that Bobby Portis could come in and smash on this in garbage time? Because if y'all remember the last game, right? KD and Kyrie didn't play that long. They didn't play at all in the fourth quarter. They probably played like 20, 21 minutes or something like that.
Right,
and Karis LeVert got a lot of action in garbage time. Right?
They ain't gonna play in the fourth quarter today.
So do we think that Giannis does all of his damage in 3 quarters?
Yeah, and then go ahead and sit down. Yep.
Yeah.
Because Drew Holiday, at his price point, if we're going 6X, he's going to need 42 fantasy points. Do we think that Drew Holiday is going to put up 42 fantasy points in 3 quarters? That's the kind of question I need to ask myself if I'm going to make this decision or whatever like that. Right? So do we think guys like Bobby Portis, Dante DiVincenzo, what's the other, DJ Augustine? Look, DJ Augustine is going to come in really low owned, like sub 5%, right? It's going to be players like that that's going to win your tournament, right? A large field tournament like this, you try to win life-changing sums of money, then you got to have some kahunas to make players like DJ Augustine. And we've seen what DJ Augustine can do in crunch in garbage time. I saw it firsthand when he was with the Orlando Magic last year. They went to DC to play the Wizards. I was at the game, and DJ Augustine cooked the Washington Wizards. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he be doing unexpected stuff,
Yeah. So DJ Augustine, man, a guy I really want to play today. I think he's gonna, now if I'm not playing the tournament and only had like 300 people, then there ain't no way I'm playing goddamn DJ Augustine. But like, you trying to beat out 90-something thousand entries, right? You gotta make some bold plays. You know what I'm saying? We always say scared money don't make no money, right? So that'd be a play I'd make or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? Call me crazy, but hey, you know what I'm saying? You got to make that's the way it got to go sometimes. All right, we got enough about this game. We all know Golden State gonna get their head blown off. Next game should be far more competitive, right? We got the Brooklyn Nets traveling to the Boston, traveling to play the Boston Celtics. This is the Boston Celtics second consecutive game. This is Brooklyn's first game on the road. We all know Brooklyn came off that blowout win against Golden State. Boston, if it weren't for a Giannis missed free throw and a Jason Tatum buzzer beater, Boston would be 0-1 right now. But instead, they're 1-0. Right, so this game should be far more competitive. Right, this game has a. Let me see what there's a 3-point spread in the favor of the Brooklyn Nets with a 227 over under. All right. Now, players for this game, Kemba Walker is going to be out with the knee. And that is the only injury we got, and only significant injury to note. All right. Taco Fall, he's out with the eye, but he has no impact. So let's look at this game here. This game should, like I said, this game should be highly competitive. Kyrie going back to Boston and whatnot. Now since there will be no fans, he don't got to worry about nobody, booing the stadium, booing him out of the building, right? So we don't have to worry about that. So Kyrie going back to Boston. For you, obviously for the Boston, we know there's no more Kyrie, there's no Jalen, there's no Gordon Hayward, there's no Kemba Walker, and with that, we seen Jalen Brown explode for 54 fantasy points the other night.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Tatum had like 48 fantasy points the other night as well. So those two guys gonna be the main cogs in the offense. With Kemba being out, Jeff Teague signed on as a free agent. He's gonna draw the start. So what are we looking for in this game?
Tatum and Durant.
Yep, same. Tatum, Durant. What? Yeah, pretty much that's it. Yeah.
So Tatum, Durant, you know, Kyrie gonna get his shots up. Who else? A guy a lot of people be looking towards is Karis LeVert. Now, Karis LeVert.
Oh my God.
Now,
I got a different theory on this one, L and panel. You know, is it me or is Brooklyn? Did they just offense is a given, like Young was just saying, or somebody just said. Okay, it's a given they're gonna get their buckets, but their defense just went to like a hybrid, style defense, man. Like that last game. Oh my goodness, bro! They're gonna really be on Tatum. My bad.
No, I'll make this quick. I'm sorry for interrupting. If you watch that game, they were double teaming Steph Curry at the top of the key from the perimeter. You know what I mean? And start rotating to the shooters and rotating in the paint to prevent pick and rolls. You know what I mean? So Brooklyn's defense looked great that first game.
All right, so this is the difference between that and this. For Golden State, they knew that Stephen Curry was the most dangerous person on that team. They was not worried about Andrew Wiggins, especially when Andrew Wiggins missed those first couple shots. So they was going to live and die by double teaming Stephen Curry. They necessarily don't have that option to double team Jason Tatum because Jaylen Brown can go off, and then Jaylen Brown goes off. Then what? So.
But you got to think they got Shammer. They got a bunch of defenders, Luke.
Yeah, they got a bunch of defenders and all that. I just think it's not going to be as
they got
easy as it was.
Interior, they got Allen. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
No, it's not.
And then you got Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart, there'll probably be times where they'll put Marcus Smart on Kyrie. They'll double KD with Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Maybe a guy like Robert Williams come off the bench and provide some help as well. I can see this game going small. This game's going to go small. So a guy like Tristan Thompson, he's not going to be relevant in this game.
No, he's too good. He's too good. No, he's too small for DeAndre Jordan and Jerry Allen.
DeAndre Jordan, he's not going to be relevant in this game neither. If they go small, that rules out Tristan Thompson. You can't play DeAndre Jordan. You can't play Daniel Tice. Maybe you could play Daniel Tice, but let me see who else. Robert
Joe Hurst. Joe Hurst probably out today.
LeVert might go up because if that double team happens to KD and Kyrie, LeVert might go because last time LeVert went 51 on Boston.
Yeah, but the difference was though, Karis LeVert, when he got his numbers, KD and Kyrie was not on the court.
Yeah.
So he's going to lose usage whenever those two is on the court together. So you can't put, and I think Steve Nash knows this, you cannot put Karis LeVert on the court at the same time with Kyrie and KD on the court at the same time. Now, what you can do is if you want to stagger the minutes of KD and Kyrie so that way Karis LeVert will still have some kind of usage, even though he'll still lose them, you can do that. But he's going to be option number 3. He is the clear number 3 option behind KD and Kyrie.
I think Brooklyn bench is going to be way better than Boston bench today.
That's facts.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Brooklyn's gonna win a close game.
I don't know. I have a hard time thinking the game going to be close though.
Yeah, it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a battle between the two teams.
I'm just saying, like I saw
think
what
it stays close. I really do think this game stays close. I think this game here, they win by probably about 2 points.
Do you really think Boston got enough defense to shut down KD in that game, though? Because I think KD going to end up having 25 and 30 points today.
You think they go blow? You think Brooklyn go blow out Boston?
I don't see Brooklyn blowing up Boston. It's going to be close.
It ain't going to be no blowout. I'll tell you that.
Maybe about 10 or 15. I could kind of see what Lou is kind of.
I'm just saying, Brooklyn may be the best shooting team. I'm just saying, Brooklyn may be the best shooting team in the NBA right now. Even though it's been one game, I think they're the best shooting team, and I think they ain't gonna be able to stop Kyrie and Kevin Durant if Joe Harris is not down 3 pointers like ain't nothing. I can see them winning at least by 15 to 17 points.
And see another thing, man. See, they can get pretty or they can get ugly. If they put that ugly lineup in there, like LeVert, and they put Allen in there, shoot, what are you gonna do? But then they can get pretty when they put in Kyrie, when they put in KD, when they put in Joe Harris. They can get ugly or pretty.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
good
so let's go back to the preseason game because they just played last Friday. They just played each other last Friday in the preseason. Brooklyn won 113-89. All right. Now KD had 25 points in 27 minutes. Kyrie had 17 points in 28 minutes. Joe Harris had 14 points in 23 minutes. Karis LeVert had 18 points in 21 minutes. So you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You had 6 players play at least 20 minutes. And then you had another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, take that back. You had another 4 that played at least 15 minutes. So you had 10 guys that played 15 minutes. Now, I doubt that Bruce Brown and Johnson and Tyler Johnson and Ron Perry and Thomas Luwawu Cabarrou, they're going to see run like that. They could be DNP CDs. Dinwiddie, only had like 4 points in 21 minutes, right? Mm-hmm. If you go back to the next game, if you go to Boston side, Jaylen Brown had 16 points in 26 minutes. Jason Tatum had 19 points in 26 minutes, and I think Jason Tatum was overpriced in this game. I think he's overpriced. Really, out of Boston, I really don't see anybody I want to play on Boston, but I think Brooklyn wins this game today. Gideon, what you got on this?
I got Brooklyn a thriller. I got them winning by between 3 to 5 points. Yeah, Boston's gonna fight, but I just think Brooklyn's talent, experience, shooting is gonna be enough for them to get past this game, and I think Kyrie will have a big game against his former squad in Beantown. I think KD will step up. I think Joe Harris is gonna be awesome. Hit him some catch and shoot threes, and he can put the ball on the floor, and LeVert's gonna have a big game. But I think Boston has enough, shooting to keep him close. But I'm going to say that Brooklyn's going to win this game between 3 to 5 points. Oh, and I want to throw this out there too. By the way, the Brooklyn Nets are 0-2 on Christmas Day all time. One of those losses were to the Boston Celtics in Brooklyn back in Christmas Day 2012. So they're trying to get their first win on Christmas Day. And this is the Nets' first road Christmas game, the Brooklyn Nets.
All right, Luda Ryder, what you got on this?
I think the game gonna be close to around the third quarter. Then I think Brooklyn going on a big run where they can end up being up by like at least 15 to 20 points. and Boston going to probably struggle in the fourth quarter to try to come back against Brooklyn. Like Boston's a good team, but when it comes down to the clutch minutes, they don't play smart basketball. So I got Brooklyn winning this at least by 10 to 12 points.
All right, Polo, what you got? Polo, you there? All right, Sterling Young, what you got on this?
I said it's gonna be a close game around the first third quarter until the Nets are gonna be dominating the fourth.
All right, so everybody agreeing that Brooklyn's gonna win this game.
Yeah.
All right, next game. Let's go to the next game. All right, next game, the Lakers are at home against the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams are coming off losses. Lakers fell at home to the Clippers on ring night. Dallas fell on the road against the Phoenix Suns. Now, Luka, while he had a good game, but he didn't have a monster game.
He wasn't impactful, though. In my opinion, that game, he wasn't really impactful if you actually watched the game, you know?
That's what I'm saying. He didn't have a monster game.
Yeah.
And then, he struggled from the 3-point line in that game as well. So both teams are looking to get on the win column. Now, there's going to be questions about LeBron. Like, I tell you right now, Dennis Schroeder is going to be value. He is an awesome value play, only $5,000, and he's starting. Look, Dennis Schroeder is an awesome value play today. So with the concern about LeBron's minutes, you can't play him at $11,000, even though he averaged 25, 7, and 7 on Christmas. Or actually 27, I think it's like 27, 25.7, 7.8, and 7.7 assists, whatever, something like that. Something around that ballpark. That's what he averaged on Christmas all the time. But the minutes concerned, you can't play him at that price. At $11,000. You need him to go nuclear. He needs to put up a 25, 10, and 10 triple-double for him to pay off that price tag. So, where do we go with the Lakers? I mean, I got the Lakers winning this game. Matter of fact, I forgot to point this out. The Lakers have a 6-point spread with a 227 over under. And Dallas, we all know how Luka performs with Kristaps Porzingis. He's going to be out. He's still having injury issues and all that. Let me see what else. Who else? Anthony Davis. He has a calf injury, but looks like he's probable. LeBron had the groin issue, but he says he's playing too. So I might sound like a Lakers fan, but I got my Lakers winning today. So Gideon, where do you see this game? How do you think this game plays out?
I say Lakers win by 10-ish. I'm going to say they win by around 10, 15, around that area. Like I said, Luka, if you look at the numbers, was not really if you watch the game and not look at the numbers against the Suns, he wasn't really impactful. I think he'll have a bigger game against the Lakers. But without KP, they don't have a pick and pop guy who can shoot at the top of the key or at the arc or at the wing as a big man. So they don't have that. And for the Mavs, for the Lakers, I think Dennis Schroeder has a big game on Xmas. I think, AD has a bigger game. I assume he's going to play. I think he'll have a big game. He'll feast down low, especially when the Mavs don't have, other than Boban, don't have enough big men to hang with AD. I think LeBron's going to get to the basket at will. I think this is a game that Kyle Kuzma may step up and hit some big shots. So, and Montrezl Harrell's gonna have a pretty big game himself. So I got the Lakers winning around 10 or 15 points. They're just a deeper team than the Mavs. They just have more weapons offensively than the Mavs. And other than Luka Doncic, who's gonna step up consistently? Tim Hardaway, Maxi Kleber, who's it gonna be? So I don't know, man. Like, I mean, Jalen Brunson was huge against the Suns, but I don't see him having that big impact today. So I think that the Lakers are gonna beat the Mavericks. Oh, and by the way, this is the Mavericks' first Christmas game since against the Heat when they got their ass killed on ring night. Just want to throw it out there back in Christmas Day 2011, 2012. So, yeah, I think the Lakers could take down the Mavericks this time.
All right, what you got on this Luda Rider?
I think the Mavericks gonna try to a little pick and roll with the Lakers today because they feel like Marcus Gasol don't got the foot speed to keep up with none of the young guys. I can see them trying to get the ball down low and focus on trying to get each buckets at the rim. Luka, to me, his jump shot was kind of flat last game, and plus he missed a whole lot of bunnies. Even though he had 32 points in that game, I think today he got at least shoot around at least 38 to 40% and make shots when you get the opportunity. He can't be crying to the ref every time somebody tries to touch him. But I do feel that the Lakers going to go to Anthony Davis early in this game, and I feel like Anthony Davis going to probably end up having 38 to 40 points today. And LeBron, he probably will end up having that triple-double today because he's going to play because he loves to show out on Christmas Day. I think the Lakers win this game at least by 7 or 8 points today.
Polo, you there? Sterling Young?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm here. I'm here.
All right, so what you got on this Lakers Mavericks game?
Piggybacking off of what Lou just said, they Luka's gonna struggle, much like last game. Like, the stats don't really tell the whole story, but yeah, he's gonna struggle, and I think that the Lakers are gonna try to bounce back, from that loss that they took. They're still trying to find the chemistry with the new and the young guys and whatnot, and like Lou was just saying, he brought up a real good point. That pick and roll, they're going to try to expose Gasol with that pick and roll, being that they are younger. But I still think that the Lakers they're not going to win by too much. I see them winning by like maybe 10, possibly 15 points. But yeah, they're going to try to make Luka. They're going to try to tire him out.
All right. Sterling Young, what you got on this?
Yeah, I do feel like the Lakers they gonna win this. Luka he might go crazy, but I feel like it's too many weapons around the Lakers. Even though the pick and roll is gonna stop Gasol, but I feel like it's too many weapons. AD, because you got AD. Who's gonna guard AD? Who's gonna guard LeBron? Who's gonna guard I forgot Harold. Who's gonna guard Harold? Because Harold and Dennis, they're like too dominant on the pick and roll and the screening. So it's gonna be. I'll be not win like the same thing. Not win too much around 10, 1 by 10.
All right. So we all agree with that Lakers will beat the Mavericks, and Lakers gonna. I think AD is gonna smash tonight. So
he's gonna. Yeah.
Now, and he's cheaper than Giannis. He's more expensive than KD. Man, I want to. Man, I kind of want to play AD over. I know Giannis is going to smash, but I kind of want to play AD over KD. You know what I'm saying? Man.
Oh, and I'm sorry for interrupting. I want to throw this out there. Why would ESPN and ABC show the same game? Like, this is just like, come on. I don't understand that. Like, I know it's a prime time matchup, but it's
that's
like
the media.
I know, but it's like if
And they
it's
got
like
college games too, man.
they should just show the game on this one channel, you know?
And I don't know why we do that, but okay. Anywho, the last game of the night comes down to the LA Clippers going to Denver to play in the Nuggets. Now,
That
of
game
course,
is being slept on for real.
That-
My bad,
all right, so this game sits at a 223.5 over under.
man.
The Clippers are favored by 2.5. Injury news in this game. Let's look. Let's go to this game right here. Marcus Morris is still out with the knee injury. And in that game, we saw Nicholas Batum draw to start. Jamal Murray is questionable with a calf, but he's expected to play. J. Michael Green, a guy that the Denver Nuggets acquired in free agency. He was with the Clippers last year. He's out with a calf injury. And that's pretty much it for as far as like guys who might be impactful. Jay Scrub, yeah, his scrub ass can stay on the bench. That motherfucker could be at a retirement home for all I care. But anyway, what's up, JCV? Salute to you. Merry Christmas. All right, so this game is going to be relatively close. This game is expected to be close. I think the 223 total is too low. This 223.5 total is too low. So if you're doing some sports betting, I would hammer that 223.5. I think that's too low. This game most, I look for games most likely to go to overtime. This game has the best chance to me that's going to go to overtime. Denver Nuggets lost a heartbreaker to the Sacramento Kings off a buzzer beater by Buddy Hield. They lost 124-122 at home. Clippers coming off a quote unquote road win against the Lakers, right?
Mm-hmm.
116-109. Paul George, there was a Paul George sighting in that game. Now, we all know what he can do in the regular season. It's the postseason we always have questions about. Will Barton is back. Will Barton did not play in the series last against the Clippers. He was out due to injury. Michael Porter Jr. had a monster game. Jokic had a extremely monster game. He put up a triple-double, had like 71 fantasy points and shit. All right, so where do we see this game? Because they gained Serge Ibaka. They lost. Who did Clippers lose?
Montrezl Harrell, they lost.
They lost Montrezl Harrell to the Lakers. They lost Landry Shamet. He's traded to the Brooklyn Nets.
Mm-hmm.
So outside of that, am I missing anybody? Shouldn't be missing anybody, but mostly this team is still intact, right? They still got Patrick Beverly. They're gonna probably stick him with Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray had give Patrick Beverly fits. In a lot of those games, Patrick Beverly was in foul trouble trying to D up Jamal Murray.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Jamal Murray is a great play at $7,800. He had a bad game last game. I look for him to bounce back. And, I look for guys that are coming off bad games. And I normally try to avoid guys that come off good games. So Kai Bowman is another guy they acquired, but I don't expect him to really do anything. Lou Williams. Now, Lou Williams can go out there and light it up. He's a steal at $5,300. I could see him having a night. He had some good games against the Denver Nuggets. I might have to go back to last season and see what he did against the Denver Nuggets, but
He was terrible against the Nuggets in the playoffs. He was terrible.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was terrible against them. Yeah.
Lou is hit or miss, man.
So you got Lou Williams at 5,300, man. Lou Williams, I mean, just off of raw points alone, he can go out there and smash that. All right, so Gary Harris, we already know, but Gary Harris, he sucks. PJ Dozier, I'm not. Luke Kennard, look, Reggie Jackson, aka Crunchy Black, not playing none of these motherfuckers, man. Paul George, I kind of want to fade him because of the monster game he had. Michael Porter Jr., another guy. While I think he's going to be a hell of a player, I just don't. Now, if he goes out there and drops another 46 fantasy points, that'd be great. But let's see. If you look at his points from last, he had 24.5 rebounds, 2 steals, and 3 blocks. So the steals, I don't expect him to get 2 steals a night. Blocks, and we all know blocks and steals are volatile stats. I just don't see him getting that. So if we let that's 369, 12, 15. He still have 31 fantasy points on 5,400. So I mean, if he goes out there and drops like 17 and 5 and with 1 assist, that's not going to get it done. But I do like Will Barton in this spot. Paul Millsap, he ain't got Jeremiah Grant there no more. So, you know, you kind of want to say his minutes are somewhat secure, right? Especially with the injury to J. Michael Green. I like Paul Millsap. He's going to be really low owned. I like Paul Millsap. I really do like Paul Millsap. And I might run it back with Kawhi. I think Kawhi is going to have the monster game tonight. Isaiah Hartenson not playing him. Buck Danson, Patrick Patterson not playing him. Amir Coffey, all these other motherfuckers, man. You know, especially that Buck Dancer, Patrick Patterson. Fuck him. Not playing him either. Jokic had, you know, he had a monster game, but I think he's going to draw the matchup, the assignment of Serge Ibaka. So I don't expect him to have that kind of game like he had against the Sacramento Kings, but they have virtually nobody that can stop him. All right, so I got the Clippers winning this game. What do you guys see? Go ahead, Gideon. What you got on this?
Okay, I'll make this quick point before I have to go. I'm going with in my opinion, I got the Nuggets, man. I think Denver's quickness, speed is too much for LA to handle. I think Jamal Murray, remember, he was horrible against the Kings last game, going 1 for 9 and not really looking impactful in that game. But Jamal Murray's going to step up against the Clippers, though, because he's going to kill him with his mid-range. You know, he creates some shot at the elbow. I think Jamal's going to have a big game. I think the pick and roll between Murray and the Joker is going to be too much for the Clippers to handle, because other than Ibaka and Zubac, they don't have consistent shot blocking. I think PG will have a decent game, but I don't think he's going to have that big game he had against the Lakers tonight. I don't see it. And I just think Michael Porter's going to hit some big shots for them. He's very athletic, could create his own shot, could penetrate to the cup. So I'm going with the Nuggets to win this game. And I think the Nugs are going to get their 4th straight win, dating back to the last 3 games after being down 3-1. And they'll get their first home Christmas win in a long time. Because remember, last year they lost to the Pelicans still. So I got the Nugs this time around. I'm going to say they win around by 5 to 10 points.
Now, if you're playing fantasy tonight, right, do not play Michael Porter Jr. and Jamal Murray in the same lineup. Now, why would you say that, LB? Well, I'm glad you asked that because I'm about to explain it. If Jamal Murray is going off, then Michael Porter Jr. is not getting his shots up either. If you notice, Michael Porter Jr. went off because Jamal Murray struggled from the field. But if Jamal Murray's going off, Michael Porter Jr. is not getting those same numbers. Right? You can go back, and if you don't believe me, you can go back to last year in the playoffs. All those games Jamal Murray went off, Michael Porter Jr. didn't really have that good of a game. Now, don't get me wrong, Michael Porter Jr. is a fucking beast. But games that Jamal Murray didn't play, Michael Porter Jr. was cooking. If you matter of fact, there was evidence of that in the game in the series against the Utah Jazz. I think no, it wasn't that. There was one game that Jamal Murray didn't play that Michael Porter Jr. went completely nuclear. So there's that. So Gideon, he said he got a bounce. Merry Christmas to you. I appreciate you for being in the chat. Mr.
Merry
Paz, what's up? What's
Merry
going
Christmas
on?
to you.
Okay. Lou the Rider, what you got on this? Oh, Lou the Rider. Polo, what you got on this?
Okay, look, I got Denver winning, and I got them winning by maybe about 10, and it's for several reasons. The first and foremost reason, you touched on it, Jamal Murray. Okay, I know he's a little bit, kind of not 100% with the Cavs, but he loves big games, and he always bounces back from a bad game. So and he plays good against the Clippers. Another thing is I had to kind of part ways with you on this. Gary Harris, although he only had 10 points last game, and he only had 2 rebounds and two assists and one block. He didn't have no turnovers, and he shot 100% from free throw. But I look for Gary Harris to have a monster game. Nobody's talking about him, but Gary Harris is, to me, I feel like he's one of the viable pieces, especially at that guard position.
Gary Harris.
Yeah, Gary Harris, because he played good against the Clippers.
He stinks. He stinks.
Who, Gary Harris?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he do.
Man, Gary Harris is nice, bro. He just didn't. He didn't wow you last game, but go look at Gary Harris how he played last season. You don't like his game?
No.
Okay. You like MPJ, which I was getting ready, bring up Michael Porter Jr. You were right on that. We agree on that. Michael Porter Jr. But I think he's gonna come out, gonna have a come out party. And then Jokic, I don't see him having an extremely good game because, like you said, you touched on it. He coming off of a great game. I think they're gonna really get on Jokic because they already know what to expect. But yeah, I see Denver winning by 10 or 15. And Gary Harris, he's gonna have a pretty good game as well as Jamal Murray.
Whoa, this boy, that's buzzy.
Hey, LB, you heard me now?
Yeah, I get you now.
Man, I'm just gonna feel about this. If Murray's knocking down shots on that pick and roll, then the Clippers gonna be in trouble all night long. Because I know Murray didn't have a good game last game, but the Denver pick and roll is real deadly. And it was certainly deadly to the Los Angeles Clippers. Like, I can see Paul George showing up, but if Kawhi don't come out gun blazing, then to me Clippers don't got no chance. Like, I don't know if the Clippers bench got enough offense off their bench with Luke Kennard, Lou Williams, he gonna get his, but Luke Kennard, I'm still not confident. And he got $64 million. I don't know what the Clippers thinking about that. But I got
what's going on? Hey, get that cover on him. Oh, okay.
But I do got the Clippers probably winning this game by at least 4 to 5 points. I think Kawhi going to be the main reason because they're going to play a triangle offense. I think Kawhi going to start getting off in the fourth quarter. That's why I got the Clippers winning the game tonight.
Hey, salute to you, Suit Knight in the building, man. Appreciate you being in the chat, man. Yeah, man. So Polo the Don, what you got on this?
I think you about to say Sterling Young, LB. Polo already went.
Yeah, I already went.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Lou, it was Lou because Lou had cut out.
That's right. That's right. Sterling Young, what you got on this?
I got the Clippers winning the close game because I think the Clippers need to win this because that's the team that they lost to in the playoffs. So I feel like they should go in there, especially Kawhi and Paul George, because they need to play the same way they played against the Lakers. Have that chemistry and have that size, and telling the Nuggets that we're the different we're the different Clippers. So it's gonna be very close games. It's gonna be a very tense close game. It's gonna be a good game with them teams.
Yep. This could be a good game, man. This could be a good real life game. I think this game has some fantasy goodness in it. I like Will Barton in this game. I really like Will Barton in this game. And then Jokic. I don't see him putting up 71 fantasy points on. Now, I can see him putting up like 50 fantasy points on the Clippers, but 71, nah. Kawhi Leonard. I think Kawhi Leonard will have a nice game today. So that would be my spend up option. Let me see. I got 6,000 left for a point guard. Patrick Beverly, I'm not fucking touching him. Yeah, let's just be honest. I'm not touching him.
Come on, man. Get the dad homie some credit, bro.
Man, fuck that.
You don't like how you play against the Lakers?
I mean, as far as like putting up fantasy points, that nigga ain't putting up no goddamn fantasy points, man.
Okay. Yeah, he's looking for fantasy.
Yeah.
I want to play this the dude I want to play. This dude, I think he's gonna. Man, a 10-point spread, man. Look, I think DJ Augustine gonna go in there and fucking kill motherfucker today.
Because people used to think he was garbage when he was with the Bobcats.
Who, DJ Augustine? DJ Augustine ain't fucking trash.
That's what people think when he was with the Bobcats. Like, he's like rumble. I think once he got with the Bulls, like once it's on with the Bulls,
facts, yo. That's facts.
I was like, okay. I said, okay,
Man, Steven Adams, man, 5,500. I think Steven Adams gonna have a really good game, man, and he's gonna be low owned. Montrez, the ownership is just gonna go to Montrez, James Wiseman. Oh, Montrez had good games against the fucking Mavericks too.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said him and Dennis. They're gonna be crazy.
Schroeder damn near had a triple double.
Because I see the chemistry between both of them and how they play very well.
Yeah, Montrezl Harrell he's had monster games against the goddamn Mavericks. They can't keep up with his quickness or whatever. Man, it is a fucking drop off. Man, look. Man, I want to play. Man, I'm gonna save this for right now. I'm gonna have to go. I don't want to do too much tinkering, man. You know what I'm saying? Too much tinkering does you more harm than good. But yeah, man, this could be really good. What's up, Farnell, ETN, Myron Ford? What's up? Appreciate y'all for being in the chat day, man. Straight up, man. This could be a really good day of basketball. I should have watched Wonder Woman before the game started, but I may not be able to get to it. Maybe one of these games where I ain't got no interest in watching. The game I probably have the least interest in watching is Milwaukee against Golden State because I think Golden State can get their head blown off again. So that'll probably be the time I watch Wonder Woman. But yeah, man. Now I'm gonna go ahead and cook my food now. And
man, go ahead. You should have marinated it about 72 hours, Lou.
70.
Yeah. I marinate my meat. Whenever I marinate it, I put it in there for like 48 to 72 hours to let it get nice and all the tender and the seasoning get up in them bones.
Yeah, for this particular cut of meat though, it's recommended that you marinate 24 hours, no longer than 48 hours for the ribeye.
The ribeye. Yeah.
So I got salt in there, you know what I'm saying? Let that salt get in there and dry. I'm doing a dry brown with the salt. Then I'm gonna come back and do some probably do some like pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, some other stuff. You know what I'm saying?
You putting it on the grill, L?
Now put it in the smoker.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. That's gonna come out nice and tender.
Yeah, I got some post oak, and I'm gonna put that bitch in some butter. Put that bitch in the smoker. I think put my cast iron in there, right? Put my cast iron in there at 275 to the temperature. Now for me, I like my steak medium, so that's around 145 degrees because I cook the temperature, not the time. Then I pull it up, finish it off with a butter base. You know what I'm saying? Garlic butter base. You know what I'm saying? Garlic, butter, rosemary. You know what I'm saying? God damn, that shit gonna be good. You know what I'm saying?
It's sounding good, bro.
Yeah, it sounds great.
So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cook my food. I'm gonna probably have some mashed potatoes to go with it, right? Some garlic mashed potatoes.
Some asparagus.
Asparagus? Who the fuck eat that shit? I don't eat that shit.
I do.
Hey, what's wrong? Hey, yeah, man, what's wrong with asparagus and rosemary butter, man?
I don't eat that.
I do.
Oh, hey, do you, boo boo? Do you? You know what I'm saying?
Like right now, I got some crab legs on the bowl in my pot.
Ooh, man, y'all killing me today, man.
Now, one thing I will make though is I got some collard greens with some smoked turkey wing.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
But see, I was about to say greens, but not everybody messes with greens like.
I eat that shit. I eat collard greens.
Okay.
Yeah, I eat collard greens now. Don't get the game fucked up. I eat collard greens.
Cabbage too.
Yep, I eat cabbage. I eat fried cabbage with some bacon on that shit. God damn. Yeah.
All right, man. Merry Christmas, fellas, man. I'll check with y'all later.
Merry Christmas, you too, Polo. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm pretty sure you got a PlayStation 5 in that motherfucker somewhere.
Nah, man, and see, now you got jokes, man. I've been trying to get it. I can't get it nowhere, man.
Yeah, good luck trying to get that shit, man. That shit,
Hey,
right.
You better off wait until at least around February to try and get that.
Right, Lou. Yeah. Right.
Hey, they say, hey, what's up, Tank McBride? Salute to you. Hey, yeah, man. You know, hey, PlayStation, Sony was like, look, don't call us. We ain't got none, okay? And
really, Polo?
We blocking your number.
Really, Polo? When I've been hearing problems with the PlayStation 5 when it first came out.
Yeah.
And I will wait. You should wait till they fix those problems.
I'm gonna just stick with the flat 4.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? It's time to cut. Oh, see y'all later, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all being in the chat. I appreciate everyone that's watching this video. I appreciate everyone that's gonna watch this video. Right? Like, share, subscribe. Or you could dislike the video if you want to. Hey, it's all love at the end of the day, right? It's all respect. You know what I'm saying? But tell me what you guys think about this. This your boy. Scream at me. Hey!